What's up, rock stars? Boom! Hey! So, what I've got to share with you all today is for all my Catholic friends, all my fellow practicing Catholics out there. Even if you're a Christmas Easter practicing Catholic, this applies to you as well. So, want to share with you some of the things that I've experienced recently and how it has impacted me in such an amazing way on my faith journey, and really uh, how much I've learned about our Catholic faith and the church and the things that go on. And what I want to start off with is several weeks ago in June, I had an opportunity to go. It was at a church nearby, and had an opportunity to go and watch the ordination of five young men who were in the seminary. They were ordained as a transitional deacon. And so a transitional deacon is unlike a permanent deacon, where a permanent deacon is exactly that. It's a permanent position, a permanent calling. That's your role. But this was transitional deacon, where it's essentially a year from that date or sometime next year, next summer, they will be, God willing, and if it's truly their calling, they will be ordained as priests. And so it was an amazing experience. And what was so awesome about it was, one, I have never ever participated or witnessed anything, a, a transitional deacon ordination. I'd never witnessed any type of ordination before. So this was truly an awesome experience. There were so many people, they had to set up chairs in like the lobby area, the entrance, the gathering space out in front of the church, the main church part. When you first walk in a big open area, they were setting up chairs there. They also had closed circuit TVs up set up so that you could see in the lobby area. So, and it was, all the bishops were there from the diocese. A bunch of priests were there. Some fellow seminarians were there. Deacons. Like, it was just a massive attended event. And one of the things that was so awesome, and I hadn't experienced anything. The first time I experienced anything like this was at Holy Thursday earlier this year during Lent, leading up to Easter. Was the the sanctuary was filled with priests that were co-celebrating, co-celebrants of the mass. And so when they're doing the transubstantiation and the consecration of the bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ, you hear there must have been 30 priests doing it at one time. It's just amazing. It was so impactful. So that was awesome. And it was like, this is part of our church. This is part of our faith. And it's something I got to experience. Another thing that happened shortly, a few weeks after that, was the ordination of the transitional deacons that were ordained as transitional deacons last year. There's two of them that got ordained as priests this year. That was at the cathedral, and that was amazing. The place was packed, and there must have been 50 priests, 60 priests on the sanctuary co-celebrating the consecration of the bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ. It was absolutely amazing. And in the cathedral, everything at the cathedral, at St. Paul's Cathedral here in Pittsburgh, is amazing. Anything they do there, because just the acoustics and everything, and you're in this massive structure. And it's just so awesome to be there for anything. But this was particularly amazing because actually getting to witness the entire process, and it was about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I don't even realize the time was going by because you're so engrossed and so focused on what is happening, and got a chance to just further build my faith and uh, my strength and my wanting to share my faith more with the world through going through that. It was so awesome. It was, even though I was just sitting in the pew, and participating as somebody sitting in the pew as much as I could. Um, it was amazing. It was awesome. It was so, I was just so grateful that I was like, this is one of the things that every Catholic should experience. And then, and even if you're not Catholic, you should go check one out anyway, because it's awesome. It's an awesome part of our faith. And then just recently, a couple weeks ago, I had an opportunity to go and participate as a attend, not really participate, but attend. There is a little bit of participation because our masses are participatory by everybody that's there. And so had an opportunity to participate and attend the installation of an auxiliary bishop into the next bishop of the city of Pittsburgh. Bishop Ekman, Mark Ekman, got a chance to do that. It was standing room only in the cathedral. It was awesome. There were probably, I think I counted at least 20 bishops from all over the country were here. There were people that just there were so many people from all over, and it was just an amazing event. And getting to uh, be there and witness this as part of our faith, and I just was like, I have to share this with more people because it's such an important part of our faith. If you're only going to mass once a week, or even if you only go Christmas and Easter, you're missing so much of our faith. Even weekly mass attendees, you're only getting a little tiny sliver of our faith. Another thing that I did this just this past week, participated with, I was a chaperone for our youth group to go to Catholic Kennywood Day at the amusement park here in Pittsburgh, and had a chance to go there. And there was a mass, and they have a big gazebo that's rented. There's just people from all over. It's actually a dual event with the Diocese of Pittsburgh and the Diocese of Greensburg. So the people from all over, Catholics from all over, and to be just in this gigantic gazebo, this gigantic pavilion with all these Catholics, and you get to celebrate Mass and you have dinner, and it's such an amazing event. Get to walk around the park and get to see rides with everybody, and it's just an amazing another thing that. You don't have to be Catholic to do that, but there's so many things that happen in our faith that are more than just the weekly mass. And if you're not participating or seeking these things out and just going to witness these types of events, you're missing so much of our faith. And if you're looking for an opportunity to get stronger in your faith and to participate in things and do things and be around other people that believe what you believe and practice, either are practicing what you practice, or more so than what, or practicing more things than what you are doing, like as being a deacon or a priest. Just being around those people is so amazing, and getting to interact with them. It's such a great way to build your faith. And if you're looking for a way to get deep in your faith, I highly recommend go to these other things. They're happening all the time. There's parishes all over the Pittsburgh area that are doing stuff all the time. Right now we're in summer, and there's a lot of festivals and events, and they're fundraising events for the parish, but there's so many of these things happening. It's more than fish fries and during Lent. And so I just highly encourage you to look for these events, these things that are happening. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with something that's with the diocese or with the parish. It could be going to see a Catholic speaker. Those things happen. Parishes are hosting those things all the time. I just got an email the other day on from it's a men's event that's coming up in the fall for Catholic men, and so I'm really excited about now. Like, I've gone to one before those men's Catholic events, and now I'm like, I'm gonna go again because it's like I feel like I'm getting on fire again, and it's so awesome. So check out these other events. Now, there really not going to be any ordinations going on anytime soon, but keep your eyes open for next year. The 5 young men seminarians that were ordained into the transitional diaconate, being transitional deacons, they will be ordained as priests next summer. So keep your eyes open for that, and I'll share that on my socials and get it out there too, because I saw it with 2, which was awesome. See it with 5 is going to be even bigger, because it's truly to see what happens in the ceremony, in the celebration, and the just the whole expression of everything that happens during that ceremony for the ordination. Now, I had to leave early. I didn't even get to see the whole thing. There's a part that I missed when they lay uh, what is it, lay prostrate on the ground, face down on the ground, at the end of the ceremony. So I missed that part of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that next year with the ordination. So um, if you have an opportunity to go and participate and witness one of these events, I highly, highly recommend it. Because if you're only going to weekly mass, and even more so if you only go to Christmas and Easter, you are missing out on so much of our faith and so many wonderful, amazing things that happen as practicing Catholics. They just go check it out. You can go stand in the back. You don't even have to participate. Just go watch it, because it's amazing. It's better than anything you'll see at a movie theater or on TV. I promise you that. So hope you got something from this. And if you have any questions or anything, please reach out. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions or anything. I'm still learning, still growing, still, you never end. It never ends, never stops. And I'm just going to keep going on this journey. And if I don't know an answer to your question, or can't get into deep detail about something you want to talk about, figure it out. I'll figure it out, or I'll ask questions, and we'll have a great dialogue, great conversation. So hope you got something out of this, and share your smile with the world, because you never know. It just might make somebody's day.